Hey guys, Missmaster1 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Mario & Luigi Partners in Time. So, last time we made our way to Gritzy Desert and explored the whole desert area, and we have now made it into the Koopaceum, which we made it through once we found the secret entrance, since we really couldn't go through the front door since all the shrew guys are here. And in this episode, we're actually going to make our way through the Koopaceum, and if I remember last time, they talked about Princess Shroob and Princess Peach possibly being here, so maybe we'll find them in this episode anyway. Thing I want to note, I didn't show off the save album last time, so I saved off screen, and I'll read it now. The secret of the desert's been unraveled. I can't read for shit. Get in the dome and check out the Shrew Princess's speech. Is Princess Peach safe? Well, I guess we're gonna find out today. So let's just hit on this. Let's hit on the four-person switch and go through. And we have kind of a long cutscene, not very long, but somewhat. Gee whiz, you boys found the secret entrance after all. Color me bamboozled. Now listen, and listen good. Princess Shroob should be arriving any minute now. All the Shroobs are gathered on the other side of this wall. Let's take a look-see through one of those windows. Yeah, that sounds like a really good idea. Boy, just look at them, fellas. Look at all them Shroobs. How many Shroobs are there? Oh my god, it's like a freaking football stadium or something. And why are they all here anyway? We have some Shroobs on the stage, and they're talking their Shroob language. Getting the audience revved up for something? Oh, lights are dimmed. That doesn't oh, look at that. We have a giant freaking saucer. How do you get the giant saucer in the fucking place? Really? You really think you need this many Shroobs? And oh, it's Princess Shroob. She's coming down from the saucer. Yeah, how the hell do you intend on getting that saucer in and then just like having it go out? It doesn't really make much sense. But it's Mario & Luigi. What the hell can you expect? So, what are we gonna have here? Looks like she's gonna put on a little speech, but we can't understand a fucking thing she says. What's going on? We really can't tell what's going on. We'd rather see like actions than words in this case, because we literally cannot understand a thing they're saying. She's telling them to get hyped for something or something like that. They're just audience going crazy. Oh, hello. That Shrew just came out of fucking nowhere and gave her a drink. Wow. She's a spoiled bitch, isn't she? Eek! Okay, we have English for once. Oh my god, it is Princess Peach! She's getting taken away, and she's really fucking huge. Oh no, it's just perspective. Yeah, you gotta love when you have perspective moments, and they're putting her over the warp pipe. Why? What are you planning on? What the fuck is that? That is PD Piranha. What is he doing here? And they're chanting something? What is going on? Oh my god! PD Piranha just ate the fucking princess. Are you kidding me, dude? Didn't we have an incident, like, just last area with getting eaten? Like, what the hell is going on? And besides, PD Piranha has a plan. Why the fuck does he need to eat people? I thought plants would produce their own food. And what? And of course, Kylie got fucking kidnapped while we weren't paying attention. So this is off to a great start. Princess gets eaten, Kylie Koopa gets taken away, and now we're on our own again. But thankfully, no one's messed with us yet, so we're off to not as bad of a start as we could be. But we definitely need to do something about this, and we need to track down PD Piranha because he has the princess inside him, and that is a big problem. Coming over to the right room in this place, we have a fuckload of stuff right here. We have basically your hit pal badge, you have a lot of coins, you have some mushroom super drops, pretty cool. Like a little bit of a restock sort of thing. And of course, on top of that, we have this block right here that gives you 10 coins every time you hit the block when you're playing this minigame that I suck at. But let's try for it anyway. Okay, go to X, like, I mean, to be fair, it does start off slow, so it is really easy to start out with, but then it gets, like, really fucking fast too early, and I'm saying fuck a lot today. I don't know why. I guess it's just my word of the day, because you know me and swearing. Okay, come on. Good thing is, I don't know if it's just, like, I don't think it lowers your timer, but if you make a mistake, it doesn't end right away. It just depends if you can hit the block fast enough, and I got 290 coins from that, so that's not too bad. Now, this area is actually ridiculously short, and there are no enemies in here except for a boss fight we're going to be having in a little while. So, mostly the area was just the Gritzy Desert, so we don't have to really worry about... Well, I mean, there's still kind of another part to this area that we're in, but we'll go into that next episode. You gotta hit that switch right there, and a little thing I want to note. You would think, I mean, we don't really have much place to go, but it leads makes stairs out of that, platforms you can jump on. Go through here, and you can't fucking make it across here. The babies do not have a long enough jump to make it across, so you wonder what the hell you're supposed to do, and I got stuck on this for a long time. Then I forgot. You have this Rose Ball move, and you can actually make your way in there, and we don't need the babies. Let's throw them away. Yeah, throw the babies away. It's a good parenting technique. We can actually do a spin jump over that gap, and then continue through there with the adult bros. That kind of threw me off, even though it should have been obvious the first time I played, but, you know, once you learn, you don't really forget that kind of thing. And of course, we can always, like, just roll right over those. When they have, like, those little steep ramps, you can just make it. Because you're already going fast enough, and it's not really going to matter. You can't really go back that way, but that doesn't matter, since we need to go this way anyway, and we already picked up all that stuff. So if you accidentally go all the way over there, like, all over to the left before going to the right, you miss out on some stuff, so you want to make sure you go to the right first. Of course, let's do a spin jump over here, like so. Hit this block. It has several coins in it. Get like 50 coins from that. Not too shabby. Let's get the babies back over here. And now let's continue on through here. So, we have some more blocks, cannonballers, and some refreshing herbs. We really haven't used refreshing herbs that much. Have we used them at all? I mean, they do relieve status ailments, which we don't usually get. Which, I mean, they're going to be more common later in the game, but I mean, for this point, you rarely get them, so it's not really a big deal. But we have one of these sections again. Remember from Bowser's Castle when we had to light the way? It's pretty much the same thing here. You use the Shine Sprite block, and you can create a path, but it shortly dims after like 5 seconds, so you pretty much have to abuse the hell out of it and just keep using it every like 5 seconds or so. It's really easy to get through here, but it's just tedious more than anything. They do have some blocks that are lit up, so you still can see them in the actual, you know, area, so you don't have to, like, necessarily, as soon as you're, like, I keep saying like too, as soon as you're out of, like, light, you can actually still see somewhat where you're going. And also, you could memorize the path if you're, like, a freaking smartass, but I'm not a smartass, and I play this game, I guess, normally. I don't know what quite the word is for it, the way I like to play it, the mist way. I think I'll call it that. And we should be right at the end now. Be careful not to make any stupid mistakes and fall off, especially when we're right there. Okay. I was rushing this so much in practice, and I kept falling off left and right, and it just irritated the hell out of me. But now that we're done with that, let's just regroup and go on. Because we are almost done with this area already, this little section. It's really short. They give you a save album there. Yeah, let's actually look at this right now. What does this one have to say? Princess Peach has been eaten by an oversized piranha plant, and Kylie's been taken too. They might be in the dome somewhere. Save them. Yeah, it's kind of obvious. I don't think they could have gotten too far in the short amount of time. But make sure before you step on that platform, we heal up. We're going to use the worst healing items just so we have better ones for later. You definitely want to hold on to, like, super and ultra mushrooms because they're more to be used for your restoration of health later in the game. At this point, mushrooms should still be decent for you. Also, I want to look at badges again. I think we picked up another badge. Maintain a powered up stand until you take damage is not a bad idea. So I think what I'm going to actually do is put that on Luigi because the drain badge is okay, but we really don't need to heal that much considering this next fight I have a strategy for it and it's not going to be extremely crucial to heal. So, and once you're all set, let's just jump on this platform and go up. Might be wondering where this platform actually leads. Of course, it leads right onto the center stage of the freaking shroom, guys. And there's like hundreds of shrooms here with the princess, and we are just disrupting everything. They are telling us, she's telling them to kill us, but we do our super special awesome jumps, and there you go, we just crushed them. And now it's Luigi's turn, and Baby Luigi hits the one, but the other one went flying across. Oh my god. Luigi is like such a fucking klutz. They always make him out to be that in the game. Like he's a coward, he can't do shit, he's inferior. I don't know why Nintendo hates Luigi so much. Oh, what the hell was that thing that went across the screen a minute ago? Oh, hello, that shroom looks a lot bigger than the other ones, and it has a candy, it has a lollipop. Luigi's trying to eat the lollipop, so I think that's gonna make it mad. Yeah, it definitely made it mad. You try to eat that thing's candy, it's gonna throw you right off. And if you couldn't tell right now, we are going to have our next boss fight very shortly. Still that random shroom on the top right there. But Princess Shroob orders him to attack, and guys, it is time for our next boss fight. This is Shrooboy Brat. He has 1100 HP, 83 power, 55 defense, 34 speed. He gives 180 experience and 100 coins. Now, there is a very easy way to deal with this guy. This guy can be very annoying because of how much health he has, and if you're under leveled, this fight's going to take a very long time. First things first, we're going to want to get off our ice flowers because you can get a random status effect on this guy, and it's a really good idea to do that. So let's just spam the hell out of that. Doing okay, we got the great, so let's see, what is he affected with? We'll see after, like, this attack. For this move, I'm not really sure what you're supposed to look for to dodge. Let's see, we got his power lowered, that's okay, but I really wanted to try to lower his speed, because if you lower his speed, you get in quite a few turns. Next thing is on our list is to, that was great grammar. Let's use red peppers. I haven't showed these off yet, but they do boost your attack somewhat. I know it's kind of a waste to do that for Luigi since he already has that buff, kind of, but giving Mario that buff is also a good idea. And I guess we'll demonstrate some of the bros moves that we actually haven't shown off yet, like the pocket chomps. The way this works is that you're going to get chased around as, like, by a chain chomp, and one of the adult bros is actually going to, it's random, like you'll just randomly have Mario Luigi there. You press the right button to do the indication, and the baby brother that's on the tail of the chain chomp, you want to also hit that button because it does a little extra damage. If you hit the wrong button, like that'll happen and you don't get as much speed, and then it does get faster, as you can tell. Another thing to note is that, oh fuck, I fucked up. If you use the hammer on the chain chomp with the brother that isn't, you know, oh, this is really important as well. He's gonna have a poison mushroom and a normal mushroom. Just pay attention to what's going on. Ah, I'm stupid. But yeah, he can also throw status ailments at you, which is kind of ironic. I brought that up a little bit ago and I completely forgot about it, that this boss had a status ailment inducing attack. But of course we have refreshing herbs, so let's just do that. Unfortunately, I lost my buff for my power, which was kind of short-lived since I only had like one turn with it. But we can deal with it. If you are lucky with those ice flower moves, oh, and you know what, I'll go into that later. This is the trampolines. It's essentially an extended bros move of cannonballers. It goes on forever until you miss. Once you, like, miss the command with a certain bro, the trampoline, like that, I'm not hitting my commands today. The trampoline goes away and you pretty much finish up with the last three. I could be doing a lot more damage right now, but I'm just not succeeding very well today. We saw those were coming at Luigi, so let's deflect that and let him get healed by that. We're gonna try for ice flowers again, see if we can, like, lower any other stats. I'm not 100% sure if you can lower other stats when he has other stats lowered already, but if you can, then we're gonna try for that. Let's see, what do we got on him? Oh, nice, we lowered his defense too. Okay, lowering his defense and attack is pretty solid because now he can't do too much damage to us and he takes a little more. Ultimate is getting, you can, if you're really lucky, can get his speed, attack, and defense lowered in one attack, but it's not very common you see that. I actually did get it in my practice, so I was a little surprised at that, but oh well. None of the fights are extremely difficult if you know what you're doing, so obviously just do a little bit of practice before this fight. I know what I'm doing. It just does take a little bit longer depending on your luck. There is luck factor in this game, and depending on how it goes, it can make fights shorter or longer. And this is a good, it's really hard to do this and talk at the same time, so I do tend to, like, stop talking when I'm doing that and just, like, hesitate. 180 damage, that's pretty good damage. Considering he only has 1100 health, that's almost, like, that's practically a fifth of his health, almost. Oh, I wasn't paying attention there, man. What the hell am I doing? I am not on today. But thankfully this boss isn't too hard, so it's not a big deal. That's why we have some refreshing herbs on us. And, of course, I was like, oh, we don't see status ailments this early in the game. It's just like, yeah, and I'm getting afflicted by them every, like, few turns by this boss. Thankfully, like I said, there's only, like, one or two really hard fights in this game, and coincidentally, one of those would actually be pretty much the last fight of the game, but that is way down the line. I'd say we're not even halfway through this game yet, so I'm not actually going to go into any detail. Regarding bosses we're going to be fighting later, but I will make notes of stuff that we have seen already, like we've seen Petey Piranha. You can probably tell we're going to have to do something with him later. we are gonna have to have a boss fight, but that's not gonna be happening for a little while. And how come I didn't get a little bit of damage off at the very end? 132 is still okay, but I hate when the game cheaps you out a little bit. Again, for this move, it's hard to tell. I mean, they try to mislead you with the stuff up there. Just jump with both bros because it really doesn't matter. As soon as he raises his hand, that's when you want to actually do the jumping attack. His attack seems to be gone. Well, the nerf to his attack is gone, but his defense nerf is still there. Let's try for trampoline again. Of course, you can still use any other types of bros moves, but at this point, the earlier ones like the Koopa shells, the fire flowers still could have a purpose, but the ice flowers kind of override it in pretty much every way. But yeah, like the earlier moves like Koopa shells, fire flowers are kind of obsolete. I wouldn't say necessarily obsolete, but I mean it's kind of pointless to actually use them, and I cannot hit for shit, wow. Yeah, trampolines, it is a good move. It's definitely more effective than cannonballers because you can get a combo more often. You can keep a longer combo going to deal more damage than one round of cannonballers would do, but it's just so fucking hard to keep going after a while because of how fast it goes. But this boss should be getting near death already. I mean, he does have 1100 health, the most health an enemy has at this point, which is understandable because at this point we're decently through the game. We should be relatively good level for fights like this. Again, it's kind of hard to explain stuff because that luck factor I was talking about, whether fights become shorter or longer, it kind of affects my commentary as well because I've already said everything that we need to know about this boss and I just want him to die already, so I really don't know what else to say. But thankfully he is almost dead, so I'm about to lose it. Okay, how much damage did that do? That did 171, pretty good. He is still kicking, which I'm a little surprised by. Okay. It was 2 Marios and 2 Luigis, so let's just see how this goes. Okay. You saw right there how it showed that the initial for Mario and the initial for Luigi. Oh god, I'm on fire. That is not good. Can't do bros moves. We have to use a refreshing herb on Mario so that status goes away. But yeah, you want to trust the color when the items are going across the screen on the top like that. That'll tell you who it's going to. Don't go by the initial because that's just a lie. I think we'll try pocket jumps one more time. The reason I'm spamming the hell out of this move is because we have a lot of it and it's a really good damage. It does a lot of damage for what it is, so we have a limited number of those. Why did I press that button? I pressed the button for baby Luigi for adult Luigi. I feel like a complete idiot. Yeah, since we have a limited number of, what's it called, trampoline bros moves, I want to hold off on those because despite how powerful they can possibly be, it can really ruin the chances of using them later because they do cost a lot to get again, and you don't really see a lot of them in the item boxes, and I keep hitting, I'm about to lose it, yeah. I am not on my game today, but I think that's pretty obvious at this point. Okay, so it's gonna get thrown at... Okay, so they actually match this time, so Mario's gonna get thrown 1 fire flower, and Luigi's gonna get hit by 3. So let's try to avoid getting burned. Wait, or is it the opposite? I don't know, that's kind of weird. Oh well, maybe I'll make a note on the side because I'm getting a little confused. I did a test run of this boss a few times, and for the most part it didn't really matter too much. Because again, this is one of those fights where all you have to do is pretty much get ready to prepare to block for both bros and you'll be fine most of the time. They do have that thing where they make you like focus on which brother specifically is needed in order to have the dodge command ready for it, because if you don't then you'll also face consequences for doing it. And he is dead. Had a little more trouble with that fight than I should have, but thankfully it's over now and we don't have to worry about it. Handled it. I could have handled it better, but it's over now, so let's just forget about it. So now that the Shrew-Eyed Brat is out of our way, what can we do now? She's gonna get mad at us again, and guess what? She calls quite a few more Shroobs over. By quite a lot, I mean 2. Okay, 4, 5, okay, and now there's 6. And what are they gonna do? They happen to meet the Koopa Bros, and they have their own hammers, and they're going to smash the ground, and we are going to fall. Doesn't that suck? And they laugh at like it's a huge comedy act. And it looks like that Shroob has something important to tell Princess Shroob, but we're not going to find out what it is. We can't even understand them. And we just faceplant. And the babies, of course, bounce off us, so they're completely fine. We're okay, babies. They're trying to wake him up. Just hit him with a fucking hammer, why not? Yay, he's up, but he's really mad at them. And now they're crying. Good job, Luigi. You got mad at the babies, and now they're crying. And now Mario wakes up right after this, and he thinks that it's Luigi's fault, which it kind of is. And he's trying not to get the smack from his brother. Mario's mad at him, and of course Luigi starts crying too. Oh, man. Well, I guess that figures. He still has that aspect from his younger self onto his current self. But anyway, guys, we have made our way to our next part, which is, this is like the last part of the area, like of the Gritzy areas. This is Gritzy Caves, and we are going to be exploring this in the next episode. So, I'm actually going to cut that out because I just spoiled the later boss, but it's another type of Shroob enemy. We beat Shroob Boy Brat, that's his name, and now that we've fallen all the way down here, we're going to have to make our way through all these caves and hopefully make our way back to the surface and see if we can find Petey Piranha or any, like Princess Peach, Kylie Koopa, anything, just to see as a sign that we're on the right track. So guys, I've been Mr. 1, thank you for watching. This has been episode 17 of Let's Play Mario & Luigi Partners in Time, and I will see you guys in episode 18 for where we start exploring Gritzy Caves. We might actually finish Gritzy Caves in the same episode, but we're probably going to save the last part of it till episode 19. But anyway, guys, don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed. Also, subscribe for more content coming soon, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out, guys.